What's up, guys? So today is the day that I start taking YouTube a little bit more serious. I was taking TikTok seriously and I would just post haphazardly on YouTube, but now I am on YouTube and possibly trying to stay on YouTube. And today we are making my first video, a rant. Today's rant would be about Hunter Arc 3.0. Now I'm a Hunter main and I do love the Arc 3.0 subclass, but it is a case of I can have my cake but I can't eat it too. When over on Void and Solar, I can have my cake and eat it too. I can have great healing ability along with awesome handling and a high damage super all in one. And on Void, I can have a high damage super along with all the debuffs that come along with Void, and I still can keep Invis. But you want to know why Arc 3.0 just isn't really it and why it's falling short for Hunters? Because of an aspect called Lethal Current. Now, Lethal Current is goated. It is the ability to have Trinity Ghoul in your fist, but you'll find that more times than most that if you're rocking Lethal Current, Combination Blow is not it. You won't be able to get Combination Blow stacks, let alone the healing factor that you can get from it. When you're going into a melee and you're just barely killing that ad, Lethal Current will come in and kill that ad for you, and you're robbed blind of either Combination Blow, additional health, all that stuff. But the issue with it is that we can't have both like the other subclasses. We can't have god tier ad clearing along with awesome boss damage with like bonk builds. Hunters, believe it or not, you now have the ability to out bonk a Solar Titan. But the catch is to take off Lethal Current. I'm not saying any other aspect is a better choice in this case. I'm just saying that you won't be able to get Combination Blow if you have Lethal Current on. Let's say you got your first Combination Blow. There was no reason to dodge before you punch the first ad. So you got Combination Blow stacked 1. Now you gotta dodge in order to get your melee back, right? So you can stack it up to 2. Go in on that next ad. You hit him. You have Liar's Handshake on. This has happened to me. I've had Liar's Handshake on in the Prophecy Dungeon, and I'd go in onto a Scion with 1 combination stack, hit him. He gets down to like 1 health. Lethal Current kicks in, kills him, everyone around him, and I still only have Combination Blow stacked 1, and I'm almost dead. Now, you might say skill issue. It's not. It's an aspect issue. If I were to take Lethal Current off and just play the game without it, I'm good to go. I don't need it. I get my health, I have the resistance fragment, and I get Combination Blow with ease. But you know why they did this? They did this to give Tempest Strike use. Not that you're actually using it, you're just putting it on for the additional 2 fragment slots. I don't like this idea of that you can use the god tier aspect, but you won't get your full potential. In fact, they're pushing Tempest Strike on you because we already know Flow State, that's the hands down must have, if not Lethal Current, you know? We already know that our aspects are Lethal Current, Flow State. But if you want to be the #1 bonk hunter, you gotta take Lethal Current off. And the only other option at that point is the Tempest Strike, because you gotta have the fragments. Or I don't like this idea though. The idea of robbing the potential of one aspect in order to give another aspect opportunity to shine. No one's using Tempest Strike. Maybe some PvP players, but nobody in PvE is using it. It does nothing. It doesn't jolt, doesn't amplify. It's literally just damage. That's all it is. And not good damage at that. It's just enough damage to like maybe kill a couple ads. Some of you might say like, oh, but if Lethal Current gave you Combination Blow, then it would be too goated. I mean, kinda. But we've seen this on our other subclasses before too. Think of Solar and how you get on your mark with Hunters. You could get the precision kills up to 3 of them just to get on your mark ×3 for that insane reload speed and all that stuff. Or you could just dodge and have full stacks. And with Void, if you were to not use the aspect that gives you dodge invis, you're not robbed of invis. The other aspect that they give you as an option just makes your melee give you the invis. But with Lethal Current, it's not gonna do this for you. You have to get the raw melee kill. Now I'm going to compare Combination Blow along with On Your Mark because they both stack at 3 and they are both aspects and they give you something to your subclass. With Combination Blow, at its base level, You need 3 melee kills in order to get max stacks and you're able to do some damage. Why does Lethal Current not give you combination blow stacks while it's killing everyone around you? The ability requires a melee hit to begin with, so why not just send it fully? And I'll tell you why. Because on the other subclasses, their aspects are used in one way or another. They are very equally used amongst the player base. With Arc Strider and Arc 3.0, they foresaw that Tempest Strike gives you nothing, but they want you to use it. But instead of just giving it to you by default, they had to make it an aspect because they had no other ideas for it. But they knew that you weren't going to use it. So how do they make you use it? By saying if you want easy combination blow stacks, you'll have to use a different aspect other than Lethal Current. But you gotta have 2 aspects because fragments are great. But Lethal Current is great if you are running anything but a melee build. It is great if ads get a little too close for comfort and you kind of just want a little either equal damage them all. Let's say you're in a GM, it's not gonna kill them. If you want equal damage around the room, or if you're in any lower end content, it'll just wipe them all out. The idea to make something suck just enough to make you use something that's worse is not a good idea. The idea that they let Tempest Strike in the game and did nothing about it. It's just base damage, like a wave frame, but you could just put a wave frame on because they're just better. I can understand if people don't agree with me. That's okay. Because Lethal Current, I personally love it too, and I'd hate to take it off, but if you're using a bonk build, you gotta take it off. More times than most, you'll find that Lethal Current will rob you of your stacks and health rather than give it to you. That is my rant. Hopefully it was short enough. If you agree with me, awesome. If you don't agree with me, I totally foresee that. Because Arc 3.0 is actually fun. I do enjoy Arc 3.0. It's just, let me have my cake and eat it too. Give me my combination blow and my Lethal Current at the same time. There's no reason not to, honestly.